Trigger warning in advance for this video that I will be mentioning weight loss and trying to lose weight. I still want to give a boundary that this is a body positive channel. In spite of the topic of this video, this is a body positive channel. Any fat shaming, skinny shaming, or body shaming, or weight shaming in general will be blocked, will be removed. You will not have access to this channel if you act a fool in my comments and decide to shame people for their bodies. So with that being said, please be mindful of what you say and how it comes across for everyone's sake, because I know weight loss is a touchy subject for many people. For those who are unaware of who I am, I'm Mary, or Hockey's Journey, Hockey Arts, depending on what social media platform you know me best from. I was a couple months ago 198 pounds, and I am 5'3". Although BMI isn't always the most accurate method of measurement, it's not always the most accurate given the questionable science it was founded on. I do want to mention that I am wanting to lose weight regardless because I do have a risk for type 2 diabetes. It does run in both sides of my family, and because of my mom's side of my family, I have a heightened LDL and total cholesterol. Everyone in my family has unusually high cholesterol no matter what weight they are, and that can contribute to possibly developing things like type 2 diabetes, which is why I'm trying to lose weight. I also want to mention some of the things that I deal with medically speaking that will provide some context for what I'm about to say on what I'm doing to try to lose weight, because people might judge me for the little amount that I exercise, but I do have mobility issues, unfortunately, that do restrict my ability to do things like yoga and walking and standing or walking or running for any amount of time, especially prolonged. I do have a limb length discrepancy. My left leg is longer than my right. With that being said, it does affect the way I walk and my gait. My left foot will turn out when I walk with shoes without a lift in them, so I have to have a lift in my right foot so that it is equal and proportionate to my left leg. So my right leg is essentially equal and proportionate to my left leg, which does help curb the amount to which my left foot splays out. So if like my right foot's like this, my left foot will be like that. So like my right foot will be like that, my left foot will be like that. It's not the healthiest, and it does impact the way I walk and the way amount I can stand. And I do have plantar fasciitis in both feet. Pretty severe. It's not good. And I do have a knee issue with my right knee. It sometimes has spasms on the inner inside of it. I know you're not a doctor, but that's just what I'm dealing with. And I also have some moderate degenerative spurring of my right hip joint. So the right hip joint is essentially degenerating. It's being degenerated because of some spurring going on. And also, I do have flexible flat feet and also a previously broken twice tailbone, so that all goes into account to how much I can stand it and for how long. I deal with chronic pain because of these things, and it is not fun. I simply want to mention it to you guys so you understand this is what I'm dealing with. I am also at risk for type 2 diabetes, both because of my family history, my heightened cholesterol, but also because of a medication I take. I take Abilify for my misophonia. It helps control it significantly. I need it for my mental health's sake, but it is definitely one of those things that it can increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It can heighten your blood sugar, which all these things can make it very difficult to lose weight. So all these disclaimers aside, what am I doing right now to try to lose weight? For context, I'm currently 188 pounds. I used to be 198. I'm currently at 188 pounds, and I'm trying to get to about 153 or 143 pounds, which, yes, is still weight on my body, but I would rather have weight on my body than none. I used to be underweight when I was younger, very underweight due to my misophonia and the way that mental disorder affects me, and I can say with confidence I would much rather have some weight on my body than next to nothing like I was back then, many years ago, and I am just trying to get to a healthy weight to lower my LDL cholesterol, which is currently at 200, my total cholesterol, I should say, is at 207, and 200 or under is generally the ideal. So that being said, you understand what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with heightened cholesterol, albeit not as heightened as it could be, but it is still heightened, and I'm trying to lower that so I can be healthier. So what am I doing? The first thing that I'm doing is walking. Even if my plantar fasciitis makes that very difficult, I do a minimum of 15 minutes most days. If I can't walk outside because it is raining, because it is snowing, because it is hailing, because it's storming, precipitating in general. If I can't walk because of that, I will make a point to pace indoors for 15 minutes. I will have a podcast on and I'll make sure to pace back and forth in the hallway for 15 minutes, and that still works. Which is fine. I used to do yoga, but I found it incredibly difficult with my degenerative spurring in my right hip joint. So doing walking is a lot easier. I just have to make sure to remember to put shoes on with the lift in the right foot, so I don't have the splaying out left foot issue and immense pain afterwards. Because I would like to say that when I do walk, even if it's just for 10 minutes, my feet, even if it has the lift in there, are red and sore and they're throbbing because of the pain I'm in. It is not fun. So with that being said, you can kind of understand why 15 minutes would be my max for any given day. It may not be as good as 30 minutes, but it's better than nothing, especially given the challenges that I face. So what are other things I'm doing in addition to that? Because obviously if I can't exercise or walk for that long, I have to do something to help get my cholesterol, my LDL under control. So what am I doing? So my doctor did say, my primary care physician did say to ingest flaxseed, which yes can be a bit of a, it can be used in some products that are generally meant to make you poop a lot. But, you know, this did say that flaxseed is good. So I happened to get this chupa panza. It is a ginger, pineapple, and flaxseed tea. Be careful with this. Just drink one tea with one bag every night, essentially, or every other night, depending on your sensitivity to these things. I do have possible IBS, so I do have to monitor and watch how much I am drinking this, because I don't want to poop too much more than usual. Not myself, I don't poop myself, but I don't want to have diarrhea more than usual. So that is where the flaxseed tea, I do have to monitor how much I take in. I shouldn't take it every single night, but every other night. It does help to lower the LDL. Flaxseed is known to do that, and that's in that tea, so that's what I do. And so what else am I taking tea-wise that I can have more often and not worry about a laxative effect? That is where stinging nettle, I get this from Star West Botanicals. This is some stinging nettle. It's dried, it won't sting you when it's dry, but actually stinging nettle has been shown to have things that do help lower total cholesterol and LDL, specifically quercetin, yeah, which helps lower total cholesterol and reduces lipid levels in the blood, which is very nice. It's very supportive, and I drink nettle tea, stinging nettle tea, almost every single day. Although I have forgotten these past few days, I do try to do that in order to lower my total and LDL cholesterol, my unhealthy cholesterol. Another thing I'm doing is altering the way I eat, not in an unhealthy way, not in a way that's going to give me some sort of eating disorder, but rather, instead of grazing all the time on things that might raise my LDL and my total cholesterol, what I do instead is I eat a more balanced, nourishing meal rather than a bunch of snacks and grazing throughout the day. That's what I do. I eat something that is well balanced, that's not going to it's not going to raise my LDL too much, or much at all. I make sure it is balanced, that it's not going to do too much harm to me. I make sure that it is balanced, nourishing, instead of a bunch of snacks throughout the day of unhealthy processed things that might raise my LDL. I make sure I eat more healthy. And if I want a snack, I have told myself now, although I do sometimes, not too infrequently, unfortunately, but I do sometimes still eat processed things. If I want a snack, I've told myself I have to bake it. I have to bake the snack. That way it is much more healthy ingredients-wise. I know what's going in there, and also because I want to make sure I'm not eating too much of it. So I can make small little portions in one of those ramekins, or like small little like ice cream dishes. You know what I'm talking about, those small little ramekins. I will make a small little cake in one of those in the microwave, which, yes, you can make cake in the microwave. I will do that. And it is delicious. I don't use the box stuff. I make everything from scratch, and it tastes delicious. I have some honey on top, and it's great. Like some raw honey, very good for you. So, to recap what I'm doing to help lower my LDL and to lose weight to get to around 153, 143 pounds is walking around 15 minutes every day as possible, because, again, mobility issues. Every other day, usually, the chupa panza tea. And I also do the stinging nettle tea, usually every day, and also eating more healthy, balanced, and nourishing meals at certain points in the day rather than gracing all day, every day, throughout the day. So, that being said, that does help. I'm surprised, given my weight, that I'm only 207. Usually, people, even at healthy, who are healthy in my family, they have like 300 or something like that in their total cholesterol, which is not good. But the fact I'm at 207 is a good sign. I think that is a motivation for me to keep going. Like, wow, I am actually managing it. Likely because of the stinging nettle tea, which I was taking before. I knew that it was good for that because it is also a nervine. It helps with calming your anxiety and things like that, and your nerves. Stinging nettle is good for that and allergies, which is what I was taking it for previously. But it turns out that might be contributing to making my total cholesterol lower than it could have been. 207 is not too horrible when uh, considering my family history. So, with that being said, I hope this was informative and inspiring. Just know that do what is best for your body. I'm not losing weight to try to look a particular way. I actually prefer weight to be on my body. But knowing my family history, knowing what I'm predisposed for, I want to get my health back under control, which is why I am trying to lose weight in the first place. Not to look a particular way, but only to make sure my cholesterol and my type 2 diabetes is, risk of type 2 diabetes is lowered. So, that being said, I hope this was informative. I hope this helped you. That being said, I'm leaving. Bye. Have a good day.